What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. All right, guys, check it out. This is our MMA topic. Edson Barboza is appealing for the love of sports. Let's talk about it.
Shit happens, niggas want me to talk about it. They love gossip, want me to talk about it. It's all over the gram, so I'ma talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. Shit crazy, niggas want me to talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. Shit happens, niggas want me to talk about it. They love gossip, want me to talk about it. It's all over the gram, so I'ma talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. Shit crazy, niggas want me to talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. Shit happens, niggas want me to talk about it. What kind of niggas feel? I'ma talk.
All right, so Edson Barboza appealing the UFC 242 loss to Paul Felder. Basically, Barboza's team feel like they were robbed out of that match. They feel that they won, and it was just bad scoring or whatever. But for all of you guys that watched the match, if you watched the match, what do you think about Edson? I thought it actually myself. I thought it was a really close fight. Okay, and to be perfectly honest, guys, when I see fights like that, whether it be MMA or boxing, actually, I call them a swing fight, where I understand that the judges went one way or another, but I can accept either judgment. That's what I mean by a swing fight. I may have an opinion that maybe this fighter won, but I can understand how the judges would give it to the other fighter. And in my opinion, the Edson Barboza and Felder fight was just that. It was a good fight. It was a kind of a back and forth match, and personally, me, I can accept the decision going either way. I could have even accepted a draw because I had it completely a swing fight. But you know how these things are, guys. Some of my guys that I talked to, they said that they actually had the fight in favor of Barboza. And so they would probably, generally agree with the appeal. What do you guys think? And then these appeals are tricky as well, too, because it's not like you want to open up the door for more appeals. This is why the UFC and their staff, they have to be careful. It's just sort of like certain court rulings. It was a certain issue that the NFL had, and the team that was in question, they actually submitted a request for the NFL to not appeal, because even though that team was in favor, they figured if we open the door on this, then it could cause us a lot more problems later. And so sometimes that's what these guys look at. Is that fight with Barboza and Felder enough to warrant an appeal? What do you guys think? And, again, it was a close fight, man, back and forth. And, I personally had that fight close. It's been a lot of fights in boxing and MMA history where I could look at that fight and say, you know what? This was just a clear robbery, man. This is no good. You know what I mean? But what do you guys get from that? Do you guys feel like that's the case in this fight? Do you feel like Barboza was robbed? He won the fight and he should very well put an appeal in, or you guys more on my level? For all of you guys that watch the fight, make sure when you drop your comment that you put in the reason why you think that he should appeal, or reason why that you think Felder won the fight, or why you think that he shouldn't appeal. Either way, make sure you list the facts, and it will have to do with some of the events that happened in the fight. I don't want to talk about too many of the events that happened in the fight and how the fight went, because this is for you guys to decide. For all of you guys that watched the fight between Barboza and Felder, you can make your own assessment. My assessment, I watched the whole card. My assessment was that it was a swing fight. It was a really good fight, one of the best fights that of that evening. But what do you guys think? You know how it goes. Not about what D Jefferson thinks on this channel. It's about what you guys think. So let me know the appeal for Barboza. Valid? They should grant the appeal. Or do you think no, it was a swing fight? He should let it go and move on to the next fight? Or do you think no, he shouldn't, put the appeal in? He lost. He needs to accept the loss. 150 words or less in the comment. Or you can send an audio recording to speakyourmindsportstalk@gmail.com. What do you guys think about this Barboza situation? His team is appealing the 242 loss to Paul Felder at they're appealing that now. So if you guys watched the fight, shout out to my man Johnny Boy. I didn't even know he messed with MMA. I'm sorry. But if you guys did watch the fight, Johnny Boy, if you watched the fight, what do you guys think? Appeal or no? 150 words or less in that comment section. Audio recording to Speak Your Mind Sports Talk at gmail.com. Hey, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you know when I drop these videos. And for the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace, guys.
Shit happens, niggas want me to talk about it. They love gossip, want me to talk about it. It's all over the gram, so I'ma talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it.